We have been officially upgraded with a microphone and a camera. Feeling super great now. Or potting some of the clippings that I've had for a while. The first clippings that we've had for a while are these. They've been in water for probably like 5 months because I just haven't had the go, I guess, the woo, the hoorah to plant them. So they're planted finally. So we're gonna see how they go, how they do. And then we did a second one, which also probably needs a little extra dose of soil. A second one that has been in water for probably just a few months, not very long at all. They actually like 3 probably. I also talked about how weird Colorado weather is when it comes to October. Like fall is just so strange in Colorado, as just hot and cold all over the place. And we've had people, well, we have people at the pool chilling. I've also been in a sweater, like I don't know, it's all over the place. Anyway, moving forward, we're continuing now with our Pothos. And so what I found is I had made these beautiful clippings in August. They've been in soil for probably water, for like 3 weeks, and they're kind of currently drying out because they've been in the sun for like 5 minutes. But their roots are super long now. And so what I'm looking for is they're about 3 inches long, ready to go in the soil. But when I did this, I had made this super long, the clipping super long, and now I need to snip it again so it can actually fit in a pot. The pots that I bought anyway, because I want to make a lot. Like I just don't want to make just a few, I want to make a lot. I'm going in and re-clipping and putting them in soil today, and so then I can track like every single week how they're doing. But then I also want to take from my mother Pothos plant and my mother string of bananas plant and do more water propagations in those too. So right now what we're doing is re-snipping these Pothos clippings with just regular scissors, because that's what I got. So real easy, just gonna snip. And they're gonna kind of look funny for probably months because these bottom ones aren't gonna have any leaves. But that's okay. That is a-okay. And it's so fun because like so many of them have like brand new leaves coming out, which makes me super happy. This one's gonna be awkward. I'm interested to see how this one goes, because I feel like it spent more time creating this root creating this here leaf than the root. So, and clip, we're gonna hope for the best with these clippings here. And this one stayed in water, it's looking a lot more healthy, but also it didn't create any other roots down through here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and snip those off so it's easy for me to propagate in soil. And I might just keep this because it has a little node there and a little tiny one right there, if you can see it. The fun begins now with soil. I've been using just like an organic, it's called Near Source soil from Home Depot. I found it for like less than $15 and it seems to be doing okay. There are several of my plants that probably need different types of soil. So sometimes I'll mix in like cocoa, what is it called? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's like cocoa pellets. They're not pellets. Fibers, cocoa fibers. Okay, people were walking by. It's super awkward when I know that other people can hear me. So I like tend to get really quiet and kind of just like wait and stare till they get away. So then I feel like I'm in my like safe little bubble to film again. Because I don't have a house, I have an apartment. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, cocoa fibers. I originally got cocoa fibers for my lizard. I have a leopard gecko, so he'd like dig around, which it was a blessing and a curse, which I could go into later, but short story is I think he ate some of the cocoa fiber and he stopped eating for like 2 months, and I thought I was gonna have a panic attack. He got out of it, he grew out of it, and he's just fine. But yeah, poor little guy, he was just struggling. Anyway, so regardless to say, or needless to say, I guess, is I now use it for my plants instead. Yeah, here's our first little look. It's so cute. I think I'm gonna just fall over. It's adorable. I cannot wait to see this just blossom into all of its beauty for sure. So anyway, moving forward, if you do or don't live in Colorado, it's very dry here. I mean, a humidifier is just a necessary purchase. It's an item you need in your house, a household item that must be purchased upon moving to Colorado. Not just for my plants, but for my nose, for my singular nose and throat, and just my sinuses. It gets so bad without my humidifier. And I will say, I didn't turn it on last night, so I'm feeling all sorts of things right now. Okay, so this guy is the one that I'm gonna be very curious about and I wanna watch with you. It is got a baby and not a very long root, but we're gonna try it anyway because that's what we do. When it comes to my plants, I just like to live life with them. And if that means they die, that means they die. And I'm okay with that. Especially, you know, because I learn. I mean, I feel for them. I don't want them to die. I mean, I cannot tell you how many prayer plants I've killed. I don't even know if that's the correct name for them, but I've killed way too many. I've given up. I don't. Moving forward, still freaking adorable. I am in love. Typically, someone would probably put all of these all together, and so it's just like this beautiful, bushing, amazing pothos, which I want to make a lot because I have a project that I'm working on that I'm excited about, which I will share with you later, and this is part of that. So anyway, I also forgot to mention that I got these cute little, I think they're like 3-inch plastic terracotta colored pots off of Amazon is what I'm using today. I really love them. They're super cute. I love terracotta. It's mostly what I use in my home. Not because I'm against like other pots or I think that terracotta are like superior or anything like that, because I just like it. It's an aesthetic that I enjoy. Maybe one day I'll grow out of it. But I probably won't. So here's one of these funny little guys that doesn't have a leaf because of me. So I'm just gonna stick it in here and just, you know, I'm really just gonna hope for the best. I really am. And I'm not gonna put it super deep in there because I want there to be a leaf at some point, hopefully. Oh heavens, oh no. You know what this has shown me? And I'll tell you what happened. When I had cut the other portion off of it, it had not cut all the way through, and one of the, like, I guess the fibers of the plant was still just like sticking out like it was a root. I tried to pull it, which was a dumb idea, and then it started pulling off of the stem itself. I was like, ah, I need to get some plant scissors, it seems. Not the most beautiful work, but it worked. It's gonna be goofy for a while. I will keep you posted. Another leaf, another root, a short root, but a leaf. So we're putting it in there. Oh my. I love plants. I think that they're so funny. Anyway, I'm gonna move this down so you can kind of see me work until I start speaking again. It's horrible. It's horrible. You don't have to tell me. It's so cute. Awkward. We're gonna go with it. As these roots sit here longer and longer, the drier they get. Oh geez. Oh yes. Ah, poor baby. You know, it's gonna have leaves eventually. But look at the roots. You gotta tell me that this isn't gonna look amazing soon. I mean, you know, by spring, we're gonna look like $1 million. I mean, by then I'm gonna have to repot. It's gonna be a good time, you know? Okay, that was a moment when people are walking by where I just get awkwardly quiet, even though they probably heard most of my conversation before that. But this is where it gets funny is I'm in a sweatshirt and pants, or I guess long sleeve and pants, and they're in their swimsuits. Awkward, weird, very spooky, you know, but we're doing it. Okay, moving forward. I have an army of plants right now. Did anyone play Plants vs. Zombies as children? It got too hot. It's a tragedy, but you know what? This is gonna be broken up a lot, so get ready. It's gonna be a great time, a good old time. Where were we? Talking about Plants versus Zombies. What's up? Plants vs. Zombies was the game of my childhood. What? Girl, yes. If you just had a leaf on you, that's all I'm saying. I need a leaf here. But yeah, there were so many wonderful, amazing games that made up most of my childhood. Plants vs. Zombies really, you know, was the game of my time, you know. So stinking fun. Let's look at this. Sir, what? She's cute. She's a cutie though. Camera keeps overheating, so we're gonna go quickly. I'll see y'all inside. Okay, this entire time, I'm talking the entire like 10 minutes of this conversation, the audio wasn't on. The audio wasn't on. You got the gist. So typically what I have been doing is like anytime my string of bananas gets to the floor, which I guess they're not quite to the floor, but they pretty much are. I just take like probably a couple inches off where I see really good nodes. I chop it up and I put it in water, and that be what it is. But before this particular string of bananas, I killed every string of anything that I ever bought, which was not a lot. Like I think I tried the string of bananas a couple of times. I think one time I like picked up a couple of droppings of string of pearls when I was at this nursery one time, because I was like, okay, I can do this, like it's easy. There's a node, you can't see it, but it's right here behind this leaf. So I'm just gonna take just like a little bit there. You can see where I cut it before and it's just like branched off here. This poor thing's like, when are you gonna stop this? I think I'm gonna take it to this node that's right here. It's really small, but I think it'll do fine. And I have several of these here, so I'm just gonna keep going. It's done. Like I don't wanna take too much because I love how long it's getting. I mean, it's taller than me at this point, but I want it to continue it. And then take it here because that guy's looking super good, super good. And just a couple more, and then we get to put them in water. I think there's a baby one here. Well, I kind of want to take this whole thing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the whole thing here. And I'll take this because it looks good. A lot of this is just new growth, which I feel bad taking. But also it kind of needed a haircut. Haircut complete. And now I'm going to take all these babies and put them in water. So for my string of bananas, I typically use just two jars that kind of like bottleneck at the top so that they hold better and don't just like fall into the water. But when I go to water propagate, I see nodes, I will like basically just rip off the leaves, which I know is pretty brutal, but anyway, there's a node right here, which you probably can't fully see. I'm just gonna take off the leaves there and then take them all the way up to this other node that I see at the top. There's a node here, and then there's a node here at the bottom. Pop those into the water. And then I have lots of these. So basically, you wanna remove the leaves so that they don't rot in the water, and then like keep your plant from rooting because it has nasty water, which is gross, but It happens. Sometimes, depending on the cutting that I take, I will go a little bit farther than the node itself, just to make sure it can get all the way into the water and then also hold itself up too. So you don't want to get like super short cuttings. Like probably with a pothos it might be okay, especially if you are really good at just putting them in soil and then they grow. I can't do that, and it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. I don't remember why I cut this one. You know, some of these I'm looking back and I don't remember why I chose them. Oh, I figured it out. There are probably people walking by my window right now like, why is this girl talking to herself? Which I guess technically I am. Very new concept for me. Feels very, very awkward, but I'm doing it. Okay, so I'm so excited. It's probably gonna take like a few days for these roots to start like sprouting, and then from there it'll probably take like another 3-4 months before they're ready. Again, I'm still learning this about string of bananas, because that I just potted were the first that I had ever propagated. And I was like I was just super proud of them, because like I'd never done that before like that. And I was like, okay, get my stride going, you know, getting things done, doing the do. I haven't decided if I wanted this to be like a YouTube thing or if I just want it to be like maybe just an Instagram thing. That's something that I'm still like trying to figure out on my own. I think that it's probably going to end up being like a lot of mini videos just about like what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I'm excited, so thanks for the video.